loves, Kim here, and I am back with another video. If this is your first time on my channel, I just would like to say welcome. Hi, my name is Kim. I am a Sims 4 gamer, and if you enjoy what you see here today, please consider subscribing and be sure to click that bell. That way you never miss an upload from me. And to all of my OGs that's been here for a minute, thank you all so much for coming back. Before I really get into this video, I just want to say thank y'all so much for just watching my videos and supporting me and leaving your lovely comments. You guys, you don't even know how much this has been on my mind to create content. I've been gone for 2 years, and just to see people's lovely comments and people that I've engaged with and become friends with online, just to see them coming back to support me, it means the absolute world. So thank y'all so much. Y'all are really what kept me going in the first place, and it really helps me to just come back and want to just post as much as I can. So thank you so much. Also, I still don't have a name for this property, so if you have any idea of what I should name this luxury estate, definitely let me know. I'm still open to your suggestions. Feel free to leave them in the comments. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into this build. So this is part 2 of the luxury estate, and in this part I will just be focusing almost exclusively on the back half of the house. So we're focusing on all of the outer activities, so the pool, there's going to be a fire pit, we're going to be getting into the cabanas, some landscaping, as well as the outside of the casita. So super duper excited there. First and foremost, I am doing some patchwork. So when I initially laid out the backyard, I just went in with floor tiles. What I should have done was go in with the floor pieces. That way, if I changed my mind and wanted to quickly change the tiles, I could do so, especially since I did such an irregular shape. So I just went in and patched everything, and I am just redoing the little pool house area because there were some just minor errors that I needed to fix with that. But anyway, we are getting into the fire pit area, and my inspiration from this, aside from the inspiration, if you haven't seen part 1, first off, go back and watch it. I will leave a card on the screen so you can go ahead and check that out. But this is an inspiration build. So I was inspired from this YouTube channel called Rebecca Robeson. It's all about interior design, and she featured this house on her channel a couple weeks ago. Definitely check it out. I will have the link down in the description box. But besides the inspo, I was just really trying to go for what I felt was peak Cali vibes, kickback vibes, but luxury. So I just really wanted a nice cozy area that felt luxe, that felt grand, but intimate at the same time. I wanted to be able to look over into the city, but also have a sense of peace and privacy, and just opportunity to have good conversation, and I don't know, just kind of hang out after your Sims have been hosting a party, or came back from vacation, or just hanging out with the fam bam around the house. So I'm trying to figure that out, and I'm playing around with these couch pieces from the Dream Home Decorator pack. That pack, a lot of the stuff in it is chef's kiss. I use it all of the time. And I'm also playing around with the hedge fencing. So what I'm doing here in this gap, I'm going to fill it up with greenery. I didn't want the fire pit to go back all the way to the edge, and I wanted a way just to connect the outer fencing with the fire pit. So I'm just filling it in and just trying to create a greenery, shrubbery vibes. The only drawback to this, if you have seasons, depending on the season, it will affect how green the greenery is. So I just went in with MC Command Center and I changed it to summer just so I could see everything in its green luscious glory. But you know, in some of the other seasons we might not be as fortunate to get such a beautiful look. Now for the actual quote-unquote fire pit. So instead of like a fire pit, I'm actually using this table. If I'm not mistaken, it's from the City Living pack. I hope I'm getting that right, but the whole vibe with it was I wanted it to be like contained and I wanted it to feel kind of bougie, but I did want it to like have a little bit of a flame. So technically that's not like a fireplace or a fire pit. If anything, it's more like a candle, but by it being sunken into that platform like that, you're still able to interact with it without having to physically light it. So I just really love the aesthetic of it. Going in it with my half walls, I was thinking in my head like making like a retaining wall so I could properly do different levels of terrain and landscaping, and I was just filling it in with some hedges. I do a little bit of the area down off to the corner in this part, but I want to focus on it a little bit more in a future part because I don't feel like it's at its final form. Anyway, back over to the fire pit area. This little detail to me just makes this like chef's kiss. So I really wanted to frame in this area. I really wanted to like add a little bit more ambient lighting because it does get kind of dark out here, and I'm using these pool pieces from the spa day pack and they give just a little bit of light, and I just love how geometric and how graphic it looks, and it perfectly mirrors the shape of the fire pit setting. I kind of repeat the matter over here by the pool, but my game crashed. Thank goodness I saved not too far ahead of this point, so I didn't lose that much. But I do work it into the pool, but because my game crashed, I don't really show it too much. Anyway, speaking of the pool, I am adding some pool accessories with the pool ladder as well as the jumping board from the Get Together pack. Love it. I love the fact that I had this rocky texture because it matches in very well with the floor tiles, and I'm trying to play test it, and I discovered that I actually needed a floor piece to connect my sim to the jumping board. Now that I know it works, I'm going in with these spraying jets and I'm covering up with a rock just to kind of give like a low-key waterfall effect. Like, I don't know, super simple. I just thought it was fun. I'm playing around with a little bit of outdoor lighting and lighting the perimeter, and these tall lights here are from the Discover University pack, and I just really like it. It's so modern. It low-key looks futuristic. Like, it gives me Sims 3 into the future vibes. Playing around with some hedges, just capping off my quote-unquote retaining walls just so everything looks a little bit more natural, and I'm doing a little bit of terrain manipulation in this area. Like I said, I won't really get too much into it to this video, but I was just trying to create like a low-key like Zen garden or like sandbox, just somewhere where if your Sims needed like a little bit of peace and quiet. But I don't know, I'll talk about it more in depth either when we get to it in this video or in a later part where I kind of figure out what I want to do with it. Anyway, we are now over to the cabanas, and with that I am playing around with these loungers. I want to say these are from the Desert Luxe pack if I'm not mistaken, or the Desert Luxe kit. I really like it. I really like it. I was playing around with like a 3-seater lounge type vibes, but I ended up just going with the 2 because I knew that I needed to add in some side tables, and just thinking about the sim in the middle, they wouldn't be able to properly like place down a drink or something while they're relaxing, so I just ended up going with the 2, and I'm having fun with these pillows. One pillow came with the Modern Luxe pack, and then the other pillow came with the the kind of battle rewards thing they had going on. Let me know in the comments what y'all thought about that. If you thought it was weird, if you like the free stuff, if you're feeling a way about it. I don't know. I know a lot of people are having mixed reviews, as with anything that happens with The Sims, but I like the things that I got. Some things I do feel like are just kind of like ripoffs of paid content, but I do like the fact that people who may not be able to afford paid content or may not be able to get like CC and different mods in their game, like having that extra free content is always a treat. And free is my favorite number, so if it's free, I mean, I'm not gonna complain too much. That's just me personally, but I would love to hear your thoughts down below. Anyway, as you can see, we've moved forward a little bit, did a little bit of work in the cabanas. I completely talked over the little home massage area on the third cabana, which is probably my favorite. I have some Sims that I'm playtesting with, and they are thoroughly enjoying those services. Anyway, we have moved towards more so the back edge of the property. I added another staircase, and I am filling in the terrain gap between in front of the casita and the ground level, playing around with some of these base game rocks. And this is one of the areas where I distinctly wanted it to be in levels with the foundation. You may have noticed other parts of the home I kind of softened it off so it's more like a smooth transition, whereas this particular area I definitely wanted it to show the different levels, and I just really enjoyed the way that it came out. I'm adding some outdoor adornments like these little vines with the lattice on them. I want to say those are from the high school years pack, and these doors are CC. I'm still contemplating if I want to use CC. Let me know how y'all feel about that. I'm kind of on the fence. I know CC is not available to everyone, and it also makes your content just a little bit harder to find on the gallery, but sometimes Maxis just doesn't do it. So let me know how y'all feel about CC. Doing a little bit of terrain painting. I'm creating like a path, and I wanted the path to go from the back of the property all the way around to the front, and I am kind of concealing that hard edge with these bushes from base game, and also this bulbous bush tree from the base game as well. There's actually two of these. I really love this one, but I ended up using the other one just because I didn't want to have like repeating trees on the lot, so I'll probably use the other tree in the front. I'm still undecided about that, but anyway, again, just with the terrain path so your Sims will be able to walk around the property. I'm connecting everything, and I'm just using the, I think it's the gravel and grit one from base game. And yeah, I really can't wait till I get into the curb appeal on the front of the property, but I know that's gonna be a lot of work. So anyway, back to the back by the casita. I was contemplating on which flowers to use, and I ended up just using these rose bushes from the island living pack. I really like the shape of those other bushes that you can like sleep and like use the bathroom or whatever in, but I wanted my Sims to use toilets and not bushes, so I just ended up using these rose bushes from the island living pack. It's at this point where I swapped out that tree and I just made a little mini one, and it's just super duper cute. Back to the casita. I'm on the front side, and I'm just picking a door and a little bit of lighting. Spoiler alert, the next part I will be doing the inside of the casita, and you guys, oh my gosh, I can't wait to share that with you all. Yeah, we're not even gonna talk about it, but I cannot wait to share that with you all. Anyway, since we're focusing on the outside, I am working on the porch area, and to me the casita is like a nice little guest house or like an in-law suite. So I wanted the casita to feel like it had everything you need without you having to go to the main house all the time. But there were some things that are not in a casita that will encourage you to go in and interact with the rest of the family, if that makes sense. As far as the windows, these windows are from the Snowy Escape pack, and that little awning there is from the, I want to say it's the Desert Luxe kit. I don't quite remember if I keep that, but I like what it was doing, but I don't know if I kept it. And I'm also just playing around with some other things in that area, but we're going to come back to Casita, don't you worry. For now, we're going to focus on the outdoor dining area. So with this, I think I ended up using the table from the Jungle Adventure pack, if I'm not mistaken, and I think these seats from Seasons, if I'm not mistaken. I really wanted to just tie in some of the other wicker pieces that I used outside, and I don't know, I was trying to marry some of the darker elements with some of the lighter elements, so I just landed on this tone in between, and I feel like this is going to be good all year round. Now, I've never really had a chance to experience California. I've only been in like LAX when we were going to Hawaii, so I don't really know Cali vibes, but I do know they don't have traditional seasons like everyone else. Like it's pretty much like sunny and warm year round, if I'm not mistaken. So I think this is going to look good regardless, but you know, even if you don't put it in Del Sol Valley, I think that swatch is going to work year round. I was just using probably one of my favorite decoration pieces. It is called Thousands of Years, and it is from the Get Together pack, and I love it. I definitely love using that when I'm trying to bridge something more natural with something more man-made. And in that space, I created like a little faux chess game. I feel like chess is definitely like one of those games that just screams luxury. Like it takes a lot of thought, a lot of strategy, and I feel like people who are in positions of like luxury, a lot of them, not all because nepotism is a thing, but a lot of them have had to make wise decisions and use logic and like use a lot of leverage to get a lot of the things they have access to. And I just think that chess is like one of those recurring things that we tend to see in like more affluent homes. Anyway, back to the Casita. I am playing around with the outside, and I just wanted it to be vibes. Like I wanted like kickback vibes, a low-key like Spanish influence, although those lights are from the Sims 4 for Rent pack, which has a huge Asian influence, but I just wanted it to be vibe. So I'm using these wicker pieces. The swinging chair is from High School Years, the couch is from Island Living, and the standalone chair that I ended up with, I want to say, is from the Desert Luxe pack. And if I'm not mistaken, the table in the middle is more than likely from Laundry Day. I also put a telescope out there. I feel like the views are perfect to go stargazing. Also, there is a little table so you can have your morning coffee, have your eggs and bacon while looking at the city. And I'm just adding in some other details like flower boxes and drain pipes and, you know, all of the things to just really put everything together very well and make it just feel a little bit more realistic. Now I'm working on this herb garden, and I'll be honest, you guys, I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it. Let me know what you all think. But I just thought it was super cute. I put it next to the kitchen window, so let me know what you think. Is it giving or is it not? Anyway, back over to the Casita. I am incorporating some more cacti and playing around with that aloe vera plant. And I had to make a correction in the last part. I said that it was from base game. It's actually from the Strangerville pack, but there is a base game one. It just looks slightly different. Anyway, back over by the pool area, I'm just adding in more floor lighting, trying to figure out the lighting that I want to have on the back of the building. And I'm really digging these from the City Living pack. I don't use them often, but I feel like it's like giving vibes, like it gives off just a little bit of light and it's not too bright. I'm adding in these loungers, and I'm not sure what pack they're from. They're probably from base game, and I'm pairing them with this umbrella from Seasons. And I'm giving like a really classic black and white vibe out here. I end up alternating the colors on the loungers, black, white, and I am flanking the pool with these tiki torches. So speaking of the tiki torches, they're from the Island Limit pack. Something unrelated but kind of related, I have been having a fire glitch, and I know the tiki torch is not the reason, because I've been having this glitch before I even place them down on the property. Let me know if your houses are randomly catching on fire. Like, light fixtures are catching on fire, a piece of my closet has caught on fire, a random painting in the bathroom has caught on fire. You guys, let me know if you're having this glitch, if there's a solution. Help. And if you can't help and you're experiencing this, let me know so I don't feel alone. But anyway, this is that Zen garden that I was telling you all about, that I'm not quite sure where I want to go with it. I kept it in just so you all can see the vibes, but I just put a bench out here and a bonsai tree and like some rocks, but not quite sure where I want to go with that. I just thought it would be important to just kind of create like a little quiet space, a little, I don't know, a little serene natural sanctuary. But anyway, I'm just doing a little bit of blushing with the terrain paint, just going under all of the trees, all of the bushes, going over parts of the house and different walkways, just to make it look like it's really set into the ground. And I feel like it's minor details like this that takes your build up to the next level. But anyway, you guys, we are getting closer and closer to the screenshot, so I'm going to go ahead and hop off here. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, let me know down in the comments, and give this video a big thumbs up. It encourages me to keep going, and it lets me know what you all want to see more of. Also, if you have a name for this property, let me know. But anyway, thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye, guys.